Hello my friends, and welcome back to another Brotato Danger 5 GMO Suggested Combos run, where I'm doing combinations suggested by you, the viewers, and today we're breaking math. I've got a beer and I'm ready for some sheer nonsense, so today we're going to be doing a run that has been suggested a lot. In fact, there's one person who's in like day 8 of asking for this daily, so this one goes out to you. And we're going to be destroying mathematics itself by playing the Renegade plus the Renegade. This gives us damage modifications reduced by 80% twice, so our percent damage modifications are reduced by 160%, meaning that we have negative 160% damage modifications, so plus damage is bad and minus damage is good. You'll see what I mean when we get into the game. We also get plus 4 projectiles, 2 piercing, and can't buy different level 1 items because we're going to be decreasing our percentage damage if we do that. We also have incredibly inaccurate attacks because this minus 50% accuracy buff gets doubled, so we're going to be missing a lot of shots. For our weapon here, I'm going to go with, let's say, I kind of want to try to get into shurikens because I want to bounce stuff all over the map if possible. So I guess I'm going to go with crossbows and try to roll into shurikens if possible. And you can see we just fire a million arrows. And we do a massive amount of damage because normally the Renegade starts with minus 80% damage. Well, we turn that negative damage into positive damage twice over, and then add it twice over. So we do a significant amount of damage. In fact, our percentage damage at the start of the game is 468%. Now, you might think this will make the run incredibly easy. And you'd be right. This is going to be a relatively easy run, but we do have to keep an eye out for some stuff that we can trap ourselves with. By buying too many different level 1 items, this percent damage will reduce very quickly, so we do need to be careful of that. I'm just going to grab some harvesting here, and then we rolled immediately into shurikens, so let's recycle this crossbow by the shuriken, and then we're going to focus on melee damage, because I want the bouncing shots. I just think that's going to be really fun. The sheer number of projectiles that we're throwing out, we can cover the entire map. So weird food would be good, but remember, every new level 1 item we buy decreases our percent damage by like 20% or something like that. I haven't done the exact math. So we need to be very careful about which ones we buy. Would we spend 20% damage for a weird food? I think in this case we would not, so let's roll past it. On the other hand, I think we probably would spend 20% damage for a broken mouth here because max HP is going to be really important. Roll and pick up a shuriken, and then we will roll and pick up another shuriken, and then go on to wave 2. And I really like the arc that our weapons describe at this stage. You can see we're not reliable at killing enemies right next to us yet because the accuracy problems are going to plague us throughout this run. Here, I'm going to roll and just pick up some melee damage, and then we're going to continue to roll for more shurikens. Don't know if you can hear my neighbor's dog barking, but if so, sorry about that. And then let's grab another shuriken. Lumberjack shirt we won't need. Our damage is incredible, so we are not going to need to one-shot trees. The one problem is that the shots don't bounce if they don't hit anything, so the fact that we're missing a lot of these shots means we're not getting as many bouncing shots as I was hoping for, but hopefully we can get increased enemy spawns to make up the difference here. Baby Gecko, we would happily spend a ton of percentage damage to pick up, by the way. Here, I'm going to roll, I think, for harvesting, or maybe just take melee damage, actually, and then I'll just take the 2 armor because it's a level 2 upgrade. Pocket Factory is sick on Renegade because all of these, on double Renegade especially, because all of these turrets are going to fire 5 shots, so we're going to buy that for sure. And then watch what happens when I buy the Broken Mouth. Our percent damage drops, oh, okay, only by 12%. I thought it would be higher, but like I said, I hadn't done the math. And then I'm going to roll a couple more times for more shurikens if I can get it. Injection we definitely don't want because that is going to significantly decrease our percentage damage because it's positive and also a unique level 1 item. You can play this character, just this combo, by just not buying any level 1 items, but I think it's more fun if you kind of make sure that you are buying ones that actually do something for you. Plus, it is actually somewhat difficult not to tank damage, thanks to the low accuracy of our weapons here. Here, I'm just going to grab 6 more max HP, I think. Actually, I can roll for something better. I could take crit chance or luck. I'm just going to take the harvesting, though. I think it's still early enough that we can get harvesting to 21. We're going to combine and get another shuriken, and then buy the Pocket Factory next round. I just want to pick up more shurikens this wave if I can, so I'll take the shuriken. Weird Ghost is an efficient way to buy HP, typically, but does cost us a ton of percentage damage here, so here we're just going to roll past it. Banner, I will want lifesteal, but because we can't buy level 1 items, we are pretty incentivized to pick up any level 2 item that's good for us, and range is actually very good for this build as well. It's going to increase the attack range of our shurikens quite a bit. I could re-roll again there, but we've got 2 items locked, and re-rolling for 10 just does not seem worth it. Would love to find Gentle Alien, even though it will decrease our percentage damage significantly. We really just need more enemies on the field for our attacks to actually hit. This build also, I think, goes endless really well because there are ways that you can decrease your percentage damage significantly in the late game, and so you can just build for infinitely negative percentage damage. I'm going to recycle the snake. We definitely don't want that. We'll take 6% movement speed, and 6 melee damage will increase our damage output, so we can grab that. Bag is probably still worth it, even though it cost me a ton of percent damage. It's just going to increase our income so much. Roll one more time here, and I can buy the second bag without losing any percent damage. It works the same as Renegade, of course, where it's just any different tier 1 items increase, and in this case decrease, our percent damage, so when we buy the second bag, nothing happens. I will do a reroll for 9 here because I want to get more shurikens. Shurikens level up really well, so you typically want to roll aggressively for them. I know I'm doing, like, instructional commentary on this sort of nonsense run, but that's what you're here for. Alright. Looking forward to this turret starting to do some work. Yeah, so that you can see the turret fires 5 shots because it's got +4 projectiles from our double Renegade. So even with no engineering, the turret is gonna completely wreck. I guess now I could have used the lumberjack shirt, but even so, with 5 shots, the turrets will be doing a lot of work. I almost grabbed this level 3% damage just out of habit, but that would of course have cost us a ton of percent damage. So let's take the level 3 HP. And then we're gonna combine, buy a shuriken, buy some attack speed and range, and roll. Another shuriken. So here we can get melee damage and crit chance. That is important. Crit chance especially, of course, because that'll increase our bounces. We can also get minus dodge, minus attack speed on the magic barrier. I don't think that's worth it because we're never building elemental damage here. And then I wanted to throw in one reroll there, but let's go on to the next wave. I've got 32 HP, and one thing I was worried about is just not being able to find enough max HP. So we have managed to get a decent amount. Healing is also going to be an issue, probably. Unlike most builds, Fairy will not solve our healing problems, even if we find it. Because we just won't have enough different level 1 items for the Fairy to be giving us a lot of regeneration. Tree, I would definitely buy. That's one of the level 1 items I would love, because of course we have Pocket Factory. Trying to pick up some of these materials too, because we're really having trouble getting all of those. Alien Worm, I'm going to recycle, and then 7% crit chance, perfect. That's a lot of bounces. We will pick up luck here. I do want 15 luck. 2 melee damage on the hedgehog is not worth it, but I will buy the alloy and then roll, and then great, we can continue to upgrade our shurikens. Propeller Hat's an excellent find. The first one we buy will cost us % damage, but that means that every subsequent propeller hat will give us % damage, because it has -2 damage on it. So when I buy it, you can see we lose 11%, but then subsequently we're going to be gaining % damage with every propeller hat that we find, if we happen to find more. Ugly Tooth, I don't think we need. I think our damage is going to be high enough to kill the elites without any help there. I probably should take Blood Leech, though. I actually do want some healing. We don't really know if we're doing Lifestealer Harvesting yet, or Lifestealer Regeneration yet, but it gives us both. And our Harvesting just never really got there. We just didn't find Harvesting items. So we should be okay to just buy Blood Leech here. Now that we've got a turret over there, we can kind of let the turret take care of that end of the arena for us while we farm over here. Want to pick up some more range, actually. Normally not a stat I value heavily, but for this character it's pretty nice because we miss a lot of our attacks, so I want multiple tries to actually hit the enemies. I don't actually know what that percentage means. When the Renegade says it has -50% accuracy, I don't know what 50% of what that is referring to. I'm going to take luck over harvesting here, actually, because it's just late for building harvesting. Marksmanship gives us crit chance and ranged damage, and since we're not building ranged damage, I guess we could consider taking the marksmanship here. It would be less egregious, but again, I'm just going to leave this item banned. I think it is still too powerful. We'll buy the Blood Leech for some healing. Claw Tree gives us 2 stats we want, but costs us a ton of % damage. I think that's still worth it here, because again, we want to be able to buy high efficiency tier 1 items, which means we have to sort of take the hit when we buy the first one, but then we can subsequently buy more of them. I don't need a Cyber Ball. We will be doing plenty of damage across the map without it. Minigun. So that is a lot of bullets. I think I have to take the minigun just because of the sheer number of shots it's going to make. Even though we haven't been building ranged damage, that just seems too much fun to pass up on. And then I actually... community support, there will never be that many enemies on the field because we have bouncing shots and so many shots, so we're just going to not take community support, but I will take Alien Magic and Banner. Because I just don't think there's ever going to be enough enemies on the field to make community support worth having. The minigun I'm not taking because it's like fits our strategy or anything like that, but just because it makes so many bullets that I think it'll be really fun to have it. for this character. You can see our turret's still doing work, even relatively late in the run, because they just fire so many shots. I mean, they're 5 times as effective as a normal turret without any engineering would be. Well, I wish I'd gotten this last wave, but yeah, I will take the Peacock. It does mean I have to be a little bit careful. We'll take a bag here, and then I can't take % damage. I need to keep reminding myself of that, or I'm going to grab a bunch out of habit. And then I think we can do better than all level 1s. Yeah, we'll take 9 max HP. And again, I think we can do better than all level 1s. We'll take 15% attack speed. Here, I'm going to... Ooh, small magazine is perfect, because this is positive % damage and helps the minigun that we're about to buy. So let's buy that minigun, buy a small magazine, buy banner, leave alien magic locked, do 1 reroll here. Adrenaline is a unique. We don't currently have any dodge, but I think I will buy the adrenaline because it pulls a unique out of the pool, and we will want to build dodge eventually. I do like seeing how many bullets the minigun is spraying out, but I don't know if it's actually doing anything. It might be that I need to just sell the minigun and accept that I threw away some money on it in order to maximize my crit chance from the precise weapon tag. But the minigun also opens us up to getting other heavy weapons, which would be fun if we get rocket launchers and stuff like that. Then, of course, the build goes crazy with explosives as well. I need to be especially good about picking up materials this wave because we have the Peacock, so every material I pick up this wave is actually worth more. Only with Peacock is it... It's always true that you want to pick up materials just to get the value right away, because then you can spend it. Spending money earlier is better than spending money now. The shop items appreciating cost between waves, but Peacock also means that it's actually more. You get actually more value out of picking up the materials right away. So these 78 materials I left on the ground, we lost quite a lot of XP for that. Shackles, I don't want to cap movement speed at this point, so I'm just going to recycle it. And then here, let's just take 2 more armor, I think. More attack speed, or do I want to start trying to build lifesteal? I think I'd rather... I think I'll just build attack speed so we can try to kill the bosses faster. We will buy these 2 items and then roll. Coffee, again, this will cost me damage, but opens us up to buy damage later on. Buy things that will actually increase our damage later on. So we're going to buy the coffee. And then lure, I'm definitely going to buy. Roll. Gentle Alien is one we've been talking about wanting. This cost me a ton of % damage because it's positive % damage and a unique level 1 item, but still absolutely worth it. So we lose 16% damage there, but I think still correct to buy that. Lemonade, I'm not really that worried about consumable heal, I don't think, and I don't want to lose damage, so I will pass on the lemonade. Turns out we do a lot of damage. Oh, nice. We got a 3rd loot box spawn. Really like it when you buy lure and you get 3 loot aliens. Really feels like you got away with something. If you have plus 50% enemy spawns and you buy lure, you always get 3 loot aliens because they actually are affected by enemy spawns. So on the loud, if you buy gentle aliens and stuff, or mice especially, then you can get extra value out of lures. Just a cool thing that those characters can do. Retromation's hoodie. Awesome. We currently have negative dodge, but we can pick a bunch up. I will need to increase my range again, but I will definitely take this. We'll recycle this. All right, we're increasing our range at the cost of our lifesteal, but still good. And then here. So now alloy will cost me attack speed as well. So I think I'm actually going to recycle it 3 melee damage and 5 crit chance is good, but I don't want to lose attack speed from Retromation's Hoodie, and we want to build up our dodge, so I will pass on the alloy. Here, I'm just going to take 15 luck. Bait, again, costs me damage, so I don't want to buy that. Similar head injury. Black Belt, we gained a decent amount of XP from our Peacock, so we won't get a ton of value out of buying Black Belt here, so let's just roll past it. Gold-plated Teeth is obviously an insanely broken item, although this is an insanely broken run already, so maybe I'm just going to lean into that and buy the gold-plated Teeth. I mean, this run's just so ridiculous that it doesn't really matter. I will combine to a level 4 Shuriken and buy another level 1, and then I will lose a bunch of % damage to buy Alien Tongue, because pickup radius is actually pretty nice for this character. Keep rolling. We will pass on the Butterfly. My lifesteal is low. Roll again. Dusty Fedora I will definitely buy. That's awesome. And we will pick up another Shuriken. Then for 41, I'm not going to reroll. This run's going super fast, so I may decide to take it to like level 30 or something just for fun. But I'll see how I'm feeling when I get there. Dusty Fedora is really... I love it as an item design. It's too powerful. But I really like the way it feeds into itself. Like, you start picking up luck, and that means you drop more consumables, so you build luck even faster. I just think that's a kind of elegant way for the item to work. And it's so much fun to use. I don't know how you would balance that effect, because obviously it's heavily unbalanced, but that's one of the GMO items I think is great design. Clover we're definitely taking. We need luck and we need dodge. And then Cyclops Worm we're recycling. Here I'll buy more dodge, because I have Retromation's Hoodie. So now we can buy Broken Mouth without losing damage, which is great. Let's roll again, and do I want to... So I have a couple choices. I could stick with all shurikens. I could buy the minigun. Actually, let's check our damage. So the minigun is actually out-damaging my shurikens, which is interesting. So I could go up to 2 miniguns by buying the shuriken, combining to a level 3. I think I'm just going to buy all of these items, actually. So we're going to combine these two into a level 3, buy a second minigun, combine into a level 4, and buy a rocket launcher. And then I will probably also buy the bowler hat. No, I think at this point in the game we don't actually want the bowler hat. We're going to build a lot of luck, and losing attack speed and crit chance is painful. I will buy Alien Eyes. Alien Eyes will work very well with a lot of the stuff that we're doing. Unfortunately, we do have high % damage, so we can't use Picket Sign, even though it decreases our damage, because that decrease will increase it, and then we will lose luck and armor. So Picket Sign doesn't actually work for this character. But I'll give up a 12% damage to pick up the Lumberjack shirt, because it's going to be good for our Pocket Factory. That's one we have actually given up, because it's a unique item, of course, so we can never get that back. Oh yeah, I also need to avoid pumpkin and explosive damage, because those do count as percentage damage for the Renegade's passive. So it will be modified. I think Silver Bullet does as well. So I think Silver Bullet will cost us boss damage if I buy Silver Bullet. I can't remember. I did science on this last time I played a Renegade with, like, negative % damage modifiers. But I can't remember exactly which stats worked and which didn't. But I think I need to avoid explosive damage, or it'll actually reduce my explosive damage. I need to avoid Silver Bullet. It'll reduce my boss damage. Piggy Bank, when you find it in a box like this is usually worth taking. It'll make us like 30 materials or whatever, and that's fine. Take the spicy sauce. Mushroom, we don't want, it'll cost me too much. And then here, let's buy some melee damage, just to boost our shurikens even more. Now, this shuriken I'm going to pass on. We've got 3 level 4 shurikens, and it looks like we're going for higher tier weapons, so I'm just going to pass on the shuriken. I could buy this one and combine the 2 miniguns, but I don't think I'm going to do that. Beanie, I will buy, I think. Again, I lose damage here, but move speed is something we're actually struggling with, especially in this very large map, so I'm willing to buy the Beanie. And then let's go ahead and lose a ton of % damage to buy Coupon, Gecko, and Rocket Launcher. Do I want the Campfire? I don't think so. I will reroll for 37. No, that's too expensive. So we no longer have that much bounce because we're actually killing things with our other weapons more than our shurikens, but we are still just doing a lot of damage. And outputting so many shots. Plus we have the perfect amount of HP. I'm trying to not pick up consumables because I want to maximize my Dusty Fedora, and I took damage. We do have a little bit of regeneration to heal back up with. Oh, got the % dodge there, which was nice because we will get a little bit more luck since I didn't take that extra damage. Is that a loot alien I saw down here? No, it was just one of the goobers. We're actually making, like, no money, which is funny, because the enemies are just on the other side of the map. We really need, like, a hunting trophy or something. Here, I'll just take % dodge, increases my attack speed, and then Mammoth, I don't think... Actually, Mammoth is good, right? Because it's minus % damage, so we'll just take that. It just boosts my % damage. It's only 4%, but it's probably worth picking up. Gives us some regen as well. And then let's roll here. Grind's Magical Leaf. Okay, this gives me HP regeneration and lifesteal, but not % damage, which is what I was worried about. Antique Musket. I do wish that was working. That was a disappointing run. I will roll one more time to see if there's anything cool I can get. And there's a few cool things. We'll get the Medical Turret and the Tyler. These are both going to be affected by the Renegade's passive, so they make a lot of shots. And I just enjoy that. I thought this was an elite wave. Did I misread that? Maybe it's not till next wave. Oh no, it's a horde wave, this wave. So the medical turret, let's watch it. Yeah, you can see it fires a million shots, so if I ever get hurt, I can walk to the medical turret and get all of my health back. Medical turret with Renegade is always really powerful. Really wishing I had a hunting trophy, especially for this horde wave. Starting to make a lot of lifesteal, a lot of luck here. We'll take the lifesteal as well, because I do want to boost that. Blood donation, I'm actually going to pass on, because if, as I said, we might go for a brief endless run, I don't want to knock off any tardigrades that I might find. Take some max HP here, and then, okay, Cape is great. It gives us dodge and lifesteal, both stats that we want, so we'll take all of this stuff. Reroll past the campfire, I think. Actually, when it will give me a free reroll, I'm going to just grab the campfire and then roll. Take a shuriken. Bat gives me lifesteal but costs me damage. No, we don't want the shuriken. We've got maxed out already. So we're just going to roll past all that stuff. So the Tyler, does that get extra projectiles. I'm trying to keep an eye on it, wait till enemies actually get near enough to it for it to attack. It looks like it doesn't. I couldn't tell. Normally it shoots 10 projectiles. It looked like it only shot 10 and not 14 there. Oh, maybe that was 14. Someone freeze frame it and count them. It does look like they gain the deviation, because normally they're evenly spaced around it, and they're being fired in sort of random directions around it. So they do gain the Renegade's shot deviation. I need to actually pick up some ranged damage, because we have basically none right now. I'm going to recycle this acid. Engineering isn't terrible, but I'm still going to recycle it. We just want attack speed, and then let's keep buying dodge. Level 4 rocket launcher. Sure, I will pick up a level 4 rocket launcher. And then Little Frog is worth pickup range, but I don't think I want any of these, so let's roll past all this stuff. I'll take the Bean Teacher if we're going into Endless for a little bit. That was a very fast elite. Now, normally explosion weapons, here, let's heal back to full. Normally explosive weapons do gain the benefit of being able to buy explosive damage, but this character can't. So our rocket launchers are a little worse than other characters' rocket launchers in that sense, but they're better than other characters' rocket launchers in the sense that they fire 5 times as many rockets. Anyone who's ever played Unreal Tournament can tell you that that's worth doing. Yeah, we are reaching the point where even my massive percentage damage means that it is not quite keeping up my wave clear because I've bought no ranged damage this entire run. I'll take the robot arm. That's a good item for us. And we'll recycle here. All right, we'll take 2 ranged damage. That's fine. Ooh, a sniper gun. That's a lot of projectiles, and I do like a lot of projectiles. It's also a precise weapon, so we don't actually lose the precise tag. Looks like we're going to swap to mostly ranged weapons here. We'll take this and roll. And now that we're just going for maximum nonsense, I'm just going to buy the marksmanship as well. So we're going to pick that up, and the razor blade. That, of course, solves all my ranged damage problems immediately, because this item is broken. I guess the sniper rifle does have the problem of having such long range that the inaccuracy really makes it hard for it to land shots. An obliterator would have the same issue. I would love some movement speed. Got a crate there, which is nice. Cake. So I'm going to buy this because while currently it's negative % damage for us, it makes future cakes better, and they are a fairly efficient item. Ritual, we're going to recycle. We don't want to lose % damage, and then we are going to roll past all this stuff. Leather vest, great. That's an item that we definitely want. And then let's roll. Shady potion I will pick up. Again, if we're going endless, Cyberball is pretty nice just to continue to do damage. And now we're paid off for buying this propeller hat all the way at the beginning. So let's grab that. Metal will cost me a little bit of % damage, and I guess loses crit chance, but it's still just an efficient item, I think, so I'm just going to buy it anyways. Metal's just overrate enough that it's worth buying even when it's not giving you all of the stats it normally does. Oh, actually, you know what I should be doing, now that I'm thinking of it, is I should be looking for Triangle of Power plus Blood Donation. I could also be trying to reduce my lifesteal, and by Bloody Hand, because that would be a ton of additional percentage damage. It's a lot of interesting options for this character combo. You can see we're really having trouble picking up materials. I'll take the tree here. We do lose some damage, but that's fine. And I want more movement speed. And crit chance, very important for us as well. Flamethrower would be very funny with this combo, but we're not going to buy it here. We'll take the metal and roll. Now that, again, if you're going endless, you should just buy all the XP gain that you see, basically. Roll again, and more XP gain. Roll again. 55 is too expensive. Let's go endless. Almost did the thing again where I clicked the wave 20 button. It instantly spawned some lampreys as soon as I hit the endless button. Interesting. I've never really noticed it doing the lampreys on wave 20 before. There's a lot of them, too. Wow. I assume I just have not been paying attention to this previous times I've gone endless, but that's a lot of lampreys. Wolf helmet, yeah, we don't care about losing engineering, I guess. We'll take 20 luck. Jetpack, I'm definitely taking. Wisdom, so wisdom is minus damage, but then increases our damage, which is plus damage, but then decreases our damage. I think wisdom is still not worth taking in reverse. Small magazine, on the other hand, excellent. Fairy, still good here, even at only 14 regen. Oh wait, no, because we have a bunch of level 4 items, so the fairy didn't do anything. I wasn't paying attention to the second part of the tooltip. I'm gonna actually take range over ranged damage. With the larger map, I really want to increase my range. Then we're going to buy this, and roll. Coupon, again, we can buy now because it no longer gives us negative damage. And I don't want any of this. We'll roll past it all. I will continue to buy baby geckos and sunglasses. Excellent. Currently, we have a 100% chance to crit there, but we need to boost our crit chance to 97% in order to get full crits on the miniguns and rocket launchers, which I can do a little more with the claw tree. Money tree, we've seen how this does not function in endless mode, so we definitely do not want to buy that, but I will continue to lose armor for crit chance. And roll again. Incendiary turret is another one that's really fun with the Renegade. But let's get the small magazine first. I will buy the turret, though. I like how my weapons just sort of futilely flail in the direction of off-screen enemies because of the inaccuracy. Because of the larger map, I'd really like to get up to like 60 or 100% move speed. And I really want to boost my range quite a bit, actually, just because because of the larger map, thanks to the Dusty Fedora. Tried to walk into that attack, but managed to dodge it. Fuel tank, we're recycling. I'll just take 2 armor here, I think. And then I don't want the energy bracelet. Is lens worth it? Again, we lose percentage damage, but range damage we are still struggling with. So I'm going to pick up the lens, buy the incendiary turret, and roll. Octopus gives me lifesteal but costs crit chance, but we do get max HP. I think that's probably worth it. I guess I'm actually at the point where the fairy is going to start costing me HP. Because we'll just have too many different tier 4 items. So yeah, we're actually going to be losing HP regen from the fairy. Still probably worth buying because it's a unique item, but I've never seen this before where you actually lose HP regen from fairy. I think it's still worth it to buy the octopus though. Spicy sauce I'll buy. It's a limited item, so we just want to pull it out of the pool, and then we'll do baby gecko, bean teacher, metal plate. I don't think I want compass. I do want move speed, but I don't want to lose crit chance, I don't think. Let's go kill these elites quickly, shall we? Turns out we shall. What I'm really hoping to find is like a chain gun or a Gatling laser. One of the legendaries that just makes the most possible attacks. Also, we've only found the one gentle alien for increased enemy spawns, which I feel like we could be doing better. As you can see, the luck is starting to compound, right? The higher our luck, the higher our chance of consumable drops, so the more luck we get every wave. Compass, I'm going to take when it's in a box like this. Cyclops Worm, we recycle. Medical Turret, yeah, I'll take it. We can heal. Okay, so do I want to try the Triangle of Power thing, where we try to increase our damage by getting damage over time items? I think that's probably still worse than taking tardigrades, so I'm going to pass on the Triangle of Power. I will take the baby elephant. Here, I will just take lifesteal. Nah, we don't really need more healing. I'm going to roll past this stuff and try to get things that we need more, like crit chance. And then metal plate, great. It increases our percent damage. Bean teacher will take. Baby gecko will take, and then I will roll. Hey, I just asked for it, and we got the Gatling laser. So, that will be fun. Let's go ahead and buy the tardigrade as well. Roll one more time here. Then I'm going to save 300 to make sure we can actually afford to buy this thing. I have to check which of my items are actually doing the most damage. I'm actually not certain which of my weapons are doing the most work. Oops. Walked right into that attack, which I definitely need to be careful of now because we're in endless mode. At this point, we're not in danger of dying in one hit, but soon we will be. As usual, the trick with endless mode is you just want to stack as many tardigrades as you can. And then eventually, in the super late game, you transition to using alien eyes and padding, and then stockpiling money in order to actually do damage. Because HP is the stat that's easiest to scale, so things like alien eyes and potato cannons that scale off of your HP are how you can do damage most efficiently in the late game. Take this, I will recycle the book here, and then I don't really care about the lifesteal. I don't really need more attack speed. We have 230%. Let's roll here. Yeah, this is great. I'm going to take 12% speed because I actually really want speed. Let's check my weapon damage. So the shurikens are doing basically nothing. So we're going to sell out of those for the Gatling lasers and obliterator. The obliterator should be fun as well, but of course we're going to pick up the Gatling laser first, and then let's go try it out against this elite. I will do one reroll. Regeneration potion, so this is actually going to again cost me regen off the fairy, but we get the regen back, and it pulls a unique out of the pool, so I'll buy it. We gain only +1 regen though because of the fairy. The Gatling laser is so funny. Well, I hope this run was everything you were all asking for, because this run, I feel like, could not have gone more perfect for this class combination. Just the silliest possible set of items. Lost Duck, yeah, I'll take that. We lose some percent damage, but I think it's worth it to be able to buy more of them. Grind's Magical Leaf, again, very good for Endless Mode. Gambling Token, we could buy for the attack speed, because Retrimation's Hoodie works with dodge over dodge cap. So would I spend -1 armor for 16% attack speed? I think I probably would. Baby with a Beard, of course, is perfect. It's just way more projectiles on the map. Again, we need to increase our range, but we'll take a tree here. And then here, let's go with 4 ranged damage. Then I'm going to sell out of this last shuriken and buy the Obliterator, buy a metal detector, and roll. Buy a beanie because we no longer lose damage from buying it. And for 50, I'm not going to reroll. Let's go to wave 25. Now Baby with a Beard really just means that the wave is cleared perfectly all the time. The Obliterator's very rarely getting a chance to shoot also. One of the challenges of Obliterator, but it's good against bosses. And I just like that it fires 4 Obliterator, or 5 Obliterator shots. Cyclops Worm gets recycled, Mushroom gets recycled, Duct Tape gets recycled, Cyclops Worm recycled. Alright. Then, my crit chance is at 72, so I do need to increase it more, so let's do that. At this point, I should probably start thinking about when I need to start just buying random level 1 items, just to make it so that I can buy them in future. Because I'll lose a lot of percent damage, of course, if I buy like a hedgehog or a helmet or something. But then I can buy future ones of those items with impunity, and they're worth regen from the fairy. I think I probably don't want either of those, but it's just worth thinking about. Alright, let's sell. Really not sure which of these weapons to get out of. I guess one of the rocket launchers, because I want the nuclear launcher, of course. I also want practical research, because it gives me a bunch of negative percent damage. So let's sell the rocket launcher, buy the nuclear launcher, and then we'll buy practical research. Scared Sausage is a limited item, so I think we do want to pick it up. We'll roll here. Dangerous Bunny is very important for Endless, because you need to be rolling through shops as they get more and more expensive. We don't currently have a weird ghost at all, so I'm just going to pass on it. Go to the next wave. We have a very eclectic mix of weapons. The double pierce that we have on our... because we're the Renegade is obviously insane for the nuke launcher. Between the sniper gun, even a level 3 sniper gun, and the Baby with a Beard, we're just clearing everything before we even get in range to actually shoot at it. There's the luck starting to pour in. We'll take the spicy sauce, recycle the money tree. I'll take the peacock, that's fine, and then we'll roll. We can definitely do better than that. I think we can do better than that. I'll take 5 engineering. We can actually use engineering reasonably well. Metal detector, again, pretty good because it costs us % damage. And another tardigrade. This would be a really good setup to make a really deep endless run, but video's already been an hour, so I don't have time. But I will take the snail and the cake, and then roll, buy the propeller hat, and roll. And focus gives me a bunch of % damage. Blindfold is still good for us, but focus is bad. We lose a lot of attack speed and lose % damage, so we don't want that. The only thing we're missing from a super deep endless setup is, well, we would want, it is basically hunting trophies, because that ends up being your economy in the late game is hunting trophies. If you get all 3, then you actually make money off of all of these enemies, which no longer have the % chance for them to drop materials decreases wave by wave, so we need other ways to make money. Hunting trophy's the best way. Bag is good too, which we have 3 of course, but that only gets you so far. Yeah, we can take that without losing damage. Plant, we're recycling. Compass, I will continue to pick up big arms for +6 damage. Yes, it costs me stats I want, but I'm going to grab it. And then I will continue to just buy crit chance till we get to 100. I will... So this is actually 18% attack speed, and this is only 10%. So the back is better than the reflexes here if I want attack speed, which I think I probably do. And then let's pick up the blindfold and roll again. Nothing here that I want. Little muscly dude, interesting, but I don't think we want to buy HP at this point. At this point, our tardigrades are our HP. Sif's Relic I'm going to buy. We do have a lot of geckos, but you still want to buy it to actually pick up all the materials, but also just because it pulls the unique out of the shop. And then Ugly Tooth, similarly, gets a unique out of the shop, so you buy that. Garden I'm going to take. This would, if we were going really much further, this would just be worth a lot of luck because of the Dusty Fedora. So we'll behave as though we're continuing this run even further. Let's see how long it takes us to kill these elites with our Gatling laser. Turns out not long. No enemies have gotten near me for a long time. Basically what kills you in Endless is elites and bosses, because sometimes they can actually take a long time to kill, or they just do their attack pattern from off-screen and hit you before you can actually kill them. And enemy projectiles, because some enemies spawn projectiles as soon as they themselves spawn. And so when you've got damage like this, where you're clearing everything as soon as it spawns, the only thing that can kill you is stuff that hurts you as it spawns. Definitely never take Torture on Endless Mode, and we will also not take the Wheelbarrow. Here, I'm just going to go with the ranged damage. I just want to keep my damage going. Ooh, the level 4 sniper gun. So I think at this point we... Oh, interesting that the rocket launcher was doing so much. I guess when you're shooting the elite and all 5 shots are hitting it, it does a ton. Do I want to upgrade... And the Obliterator just wrecked, but of course the Gatling laser's the star of the show. 73,000 damage in the last wave. I'm not sure what I want to sell for the sniper gun. Is it the other sniper gun? Probably. Let's just keep one of each weapon just for fun. Elusive Ghost increases our dodge cap and does a whole bunch of other stuff, gets our lifesteal to 200%. This item's bugged, but very funny. And I don't really mind the bugged item when it's a level 4 unique, so much as the marksmanship being broken is a problem. The balance on this is off, and it's a level 2 item. Level 4 items are much more allowed to be broken, I think. Let's go to wave 29. I'm curious how on the non-boss wave, which weapons are doing the best, so I'm going to check the damage on those. I do like when you get little clusters of turrets spawning with Pocket Factory, which of course makes sense, because when things are distributed randomly, you're going to get clustering. Something that always confuses people when they're looking at statistics. Because our brains want to see that as a pattern, like, oh, the tree is more likely to spawn in that location. No, it's just that when you're distributing stuff randomly, there's going to be some clustering, because that's how randomness works. And then your brain interprets that as a pattern. We are over 100% crit chance, so we can take that. We'll take the lure. We'll recycle this, and then I don't really want to go too much more than 50 speed, but I think I will just take 12 speed because that's fun. We don't want the 5% damage, but Potato is still a bunch of stats that are good for us, so we'll pick that up, and then we will pick up the robot arm and the propeller hat and roll. Pick up the broken mouth. I could also have taken the glasses there. We did want to build our range back up. So if we were going too much deeper, I would have taken the glasses. But let's kill these bosses. That was... Sorry if you have photosensitivity. That was a lot of flashing lights there. And we have defeated the bosses. As always with these explosive runs, I try to put photosensitivity warnings in the description. So if that's something that you're worried about in future, do check the description, because I use the little explosion graphic in the thumbnail and put a flashing light warning in the description if we're doing a run that's going to have all these lights. Hopefully that is helpful to people who, for whom that's a challenge. And look at all the crates we made. That's 10 crates, so that's a great time to end the run. But let's go ahead and recycle. We will recycle. I will buy this, I guess. I'll take this, sure. 1 armor for, again, the attack speed on this is worth picking up. More pickup radius. The 1 damage per second will take off our tardigrade, so we don't want that. We will recycle this. We'll take this and recycle this. And then, sure, we'll just grab some move speed. Alright, let's take a look at our stats. So, in the last wave, the minigun dealt 66,800 damage. The rocket launcher outperformed the minigun by a lot with 100,000 damage. The Gatling laser, 135,000. And then the nuke launcher, 170,000. And the sniper gun also did really well with the 100,000 damage. For our economy items, I mean, bag give us 3,000. Everything, of course, is going to be inflated because it is, we went at 10 extra waves than I normally go. But 3,000 from bag. Spicy sauce did almost nothing, which makes sense. The coupons saved us 1,000. Grind's magical leaf gave us 100. Recycling machine, 1,600. Marksmanship giving us a tremendous amount of stats because that item's broken, and Fairy costing me 11 regen just to have in my inventory. So not the most amazing purchase here. We would still buy it if we were going for deep endless mode runs, because your regen stops mattering immediately once you get out of like wave 20. And just having a unique out of the pool is super valuable, but when I bought it, it actually was negative for us, so that was a mistake for sure. And then other than that, let's see, 235,000 damage from the baby elephant, baby with a beard. Actually not as much as I thought. I guess the sniper gun was stealing a lot of kills from it. Alright, my friends, hope you enjoyed that one. That was some real nonsense. We, of course, broke mathematics itself by turning our percent damage modifications negative. Yes, I know people are going to say in the comments that that is actually how math works, and I'm aware of that, thanks. But if you enjoyed the video, then feel free to leave a comment and hit that like button. And, of course, you can subscribe to my channel for more of this and other strategy game content. Cheers, folks. I'll catch you next time.